Of the Ken and Glenn Show.
Wait, hold on, we're going to start over. Hang on, ready? Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Glenn, and together we are
Ken
and Glenn. And right about now, you may be asking yourselves, hey, what is so special about tonight? Well, let me tell you what it is. Tonight, the minds of Ken and Glenn are going to come together to operate not as two, but rather as one, to answer any and all questions that you, the audience, may have. That means that you, the audience, are the ones making tonight so very special. So bring on your questions right now because we came into the room without a personality this evening, without an agenda. We have nothing to say. We just want to answer your questions. Ken?
What he said. Hold on, I gotta share. So
tell them about the houseboat, Ken.
I know nothing about a houseboat.
I'm going to tell them.
Okay, you go ahead.
Are we on camera right now?
Yeah, we are on camera.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell them. Ken and I left our respective families this week and pooled our resources and bought a houseboat. And we're now floating around on the Colorado River between Arizona and California. And there's something about this beautiful area that even though it's nighttime, it looks like it's high noon. So from this perspective, we want to field some questions for you guys.
Glenn, say hello to my buddy Fax.
Well,
just Fax.
Good evening, Fax. How did I do?
You did. Yeah, it's almost like you're an actor or something, dude. It's weird. It was perfect. Flawless.
Good evening, Fax.
You nailed it, as they would say in the business. So, yeah, Glenn and I are just hanging out here, and he said, heck yeah, houseboat sounds fun. So, Glenn, tell everybody what you've been up to lately. Didn't you just get back from a movie?
We're not actually on the Colorado River. This is just a backdrop that creates that illusion. We're actually in Salina, Texas.
Prosper,
like I said, Prosper, Texas. My buddy corrects me for a distance of about 8 miles. I think that's how far Salina is from here.
It's about 7.
But we're going to put...
I had to... Okay, maybe 8. I don't know.
You guys feel free to let Ken know he can stop this behavior at any time. Anytime. So we're hanging out. We haven't done a Ken and Glenn show in a while, and we're working on some other things here in the office this evening. And so we thought we'd reach out to you guys and say howdy. Where are our usual suspects, Ken? Where are they?
There's people here. There's Corey Calvin. Glenn, I have a burning
There it is.
question.
Let's start out with a burning question. Yes.
Go ahead, Corey, with your burning question. Mark Gassert has shared it. Hey, Glenn, should we tell everybody about the book that we're doing?
I certainly would if I were you, Ken.
The Network Effect. There's Glenn. Glenn's writing a chapter. There's me. I'm writing a chapter. The Patriot Barbie. Charla Frost. Rob Kamadari. James Bodwin. Cynthia Mannion. Lisa. Jim. And I cannot see. Eric. Chef Eric. We have all kinds of people in this book. We have 4 spots left if you want to be in it. So let's see. Okay, here is...
You're going to need to hold this up in order to respond properly to Corey Calvin's question. How did you learn how to speak so eloquently and precisely? Well, if Ken can hold this up and show them, I'm going to be educating others on how to speak. You probably need to go and type.
I know,
for that,
but
don't you?
the
Can you
green
zoom?
screen effect will mess it up.
What if
Glenn.
I hold it in front? Yeah, you're doing great. Keep going
No,
in.
see what happens. See right there.
But if you go in tighter and lift it up.
That's what she said. But it's
Okay, well, I'll just have to tell them.
yeah. You'll have to. Just
So I'm going to Atlanta to talk to a very large audience on the art of voiceovers. In fact, I'm doing a program there called the art of audition or audition mastery, the art of booking work, and it's all about voice work specifically. So that's cool. No, I started studying theater, and grew up here in Texas, where so many people that I was spending time around sounded like this, and I knew there's not going to be a lot of opportunity afforded to me if I sounded like this. At least I wanted to at some point play somebody who looked like maybe they had a brain. And I was concerned that if I didn't learn how to not sound like this, that I would never have those opportunities.
Oh my god!
So then I began studying British dialects and spoke like this, right? So no, it's just it's like anything. It's a muscle, and you grow it by doing it a lot. So yeah, speaking with or without a dialect.
How about
sometimes speaking these guys that look like they've got potato chips in their mouth all the time. I don't know if you've ever seen these people. They usually hang out at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. And they do weird stuff with their tongue. When they go, hey, do y'all have a dry belt? It's weird.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Look at Victoria.
I know, Victoria.
Hello, guys. Love and miss you.
Love and miss you too, Victoria.
Well, we do love and miss you both,
dude. We have we ever done a show like this? Like just sitting? It's normally from a distance or a.
Am I crowding your space? Am I all up in your emotional zone?
A little bit.
All right.
Not too bad. Hey, Amber. Okay, so Kay Daly, my friend Kay Daly is watching. I just got say hi to Kay Daly.
Two great men. We're ranked as great according to Amber.
Oh, thank you,
that
Amber.
Means a lot, actually. Great. That's a pretty strong rating there, cowboy.
That's so nice. Kay Daly is watching. She took voice and dialect at UCLA to get rid of my California accent. If I were going to take...
Go ahead. I'm sure this is going to be great.
No, ahead. Kay, I love you. And Kay's awesome. By the way, we're invited to Kay and her husband's home down on the island of St. John. Here is a picture she sent me today.
St. John?
The island of St. John. Where is
that?
It's a 20,000 square foot home, or is it 12,000? Kay, I don't remember.
Is it down there, Ecuador or something?
It's in the Caribbean. It's one of the Virgin Islands.
Do you know that that Chuck Norris visited the Virgin Islands, and now they just call them the islands?
Oh my God!
Just so you know.
All right. Hey,
a little Chuck Norris humor there for you, brother.
So that was Glenn Morshower. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Ken, I want to do a vocal warm up.
Oh my God! Look at this. We have over 1,000 people.
Warm-up.
We have 996 people watching
that's fabulous.
On X. Hey, share this out. That's not enough. Thank you guys for sharing this, by the way.
I want to do a vocal warm-up.
Do it. Go, dude.
Okay, this is what we do to prep our voices when we're going to use them excessively in a session, a voiceover session, or commanding troops for a long period of time. I play the commander on so many military films. And
can I interrupt you for 1 second?
General Shepard, for those people who like to play Call of Duty and like to blow the heads off of soldiers and so forth. Yes, go ahead.
You're shooting him, by the way, in Call of Duty.
You had something you wanted to share.
Well, I just want you. That's a 6-foot penguin, or not penguin, pelican.
Yes.
I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, the initial clue would be that the excessive bill.
Anyway, go ahead. Glenn's going to do a voice warm up. Here we go.
By the way, do you know why the penguin dressed in his tuxedo when he went in to have a vasectomy? He said, if I'm going to be impotent, I wants to look impotent. There's a little penguin joke there for you, bud. Okay, the verbal warm-up. Here it is.
Oh, my God.
Are you ready?
Oh, I can't do it.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead.
but I'm going to do it for them.
Get ready. Here he goes. This is going to blow your mind. Here we go.
There we go. Trinidad and the big Mississippi and the town Honolulu and the Lake Titicaca. The Popocatépetl is not in Canada, but rather Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. Canada Malago Remedy Brindisi, Canada Malago Remedy Brindisi, Canada Malago Remedy Brindisi, Canada Malago Remedy Brindisi. Yes, yes. Tibet, Tibet, Tibet. Nagasaki, Yokohama. Nagasaki, Yokohama. 3-4. What a to-do today at a minute or two till 2. A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. The beat it to 2 at 20 to 2 with a rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a, and the dragon will come when he hears the drum at a minute or two till 2 today at a minute or two till 2. Bebop, bebop, tee tee tee, bebop, bebop, tee tee tee, bebop, bebop, tee tee tee, sa. Bebop, bebop, tee tee tee, bebop, bebop, tee tee tee, bebop, bebop, tee tee tee, sa. Aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Cinnamon, synonym, cinnamon, synonym, cinnamon, synonym. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Woo war, whoa, wow, woo war, whoa, wow, woo war, whoa, wow, woo war, whoa, wow. That's a vocal warm-up. That's just to make sure you're ready to rock.
That's insane.
It's a little bit insane.
I can't do that.
A little bit. Do we have questions? We said that Ken and Glenn would be answering questions tonight.
Look, Fact says he could be an auctioneer or a rapper. That's a pretty large range. Well, he is General Moorshower. So if you've ever seen the Transformer movies, that's General Moorshower from all the Transformer movies. Or if you've
Watch your butts, you've got bogeys on your 6.
Or if you've seen if you've ever played Call of Duty, that's General Shepard from Call of Duty. That's in Kay's backyard, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that beautiful?
Boy, the earliest I could be there would be tonight. I can't go until tonight. Kay Bailey sending in images.
Look.
That's gorgeous, Kay. Gorgeous.
She's on St. Thomas. I apologize. Not.
Well, St. Thomas, isn't that?
That's the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place she has. Several homes on her property, too, and she's a friend of mine. So okay, back to this.
You know, we can't do anything unless we have questions, Ken.
Oh, there's Lisa. We love you too, Lisa. We were just talking about you, Lisa, the book that you're going to be in with us. So, and yes, I agree. Facts. Kay is awesome. We now have 1,353 people watching on X. A lot of them on X.
1,250 of them who are wondering why.
No, they're
1,350, 1,250. Trust me, you're going. Surely we could find something better than these clowns.
Anyway, so what questions do you guys have for Ken and Glenn? I mean, this has been. Oh, look. 24 is my ringtone. He has this. So Glenn.
Oh, how nice.
Yes, we should invite Kay. I should send her the link.
24.
Kay, do you want to get on screen with us? Text me and say yes or no. And if you want to,
nobody's going to say no. Is that kind of offer?
Well,
there are people that would pay big money for such an offer, and you're offering that for free. You're just saying,
I charge
come on
her?
in, the water's warm.
Should I?
I'd say like $5. Something so they feel like they're doing something special. If you give away the milk, what's the old saying? They'll never buy the cow. Isn't that what it is? Something like that.
It's more like
no. The conservative mothers used to say that to their daughters. They used to say, "Quit giving them the milk; they'll never buy the cow."
Oh, well,
which is either relationship advice or a subtle way of telling your daughter that they look like a cow. It's a weird thing.
I agree.
Parents do that.
That's weird as hell, actually.
Poor parenting behavior.
So Kay, I sent you. You're gonna have to do it from a laptop though, if you
Oh my
can, or
God.
something.
I should tell them what happened to me this morning.
Tell
When I
them.
was walking, you remember I told you when I was walking out the door, Carolyn and I both, when we walked out on our front porch.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, that
Thing
was
of beauty
crazy.
on a cloudless, gorgeous Sunday morning. So my wife and I, where are we? Right here, Ken? Yeah,
Yeah.
there we are. My wife and I, we've been together since the beginning of time. Been married for 46 years, and we walked out the door together early this morning, um, only to hear this. And I looked over. I said, "Honey, is that a mockingbird?" And I swear, the bird looks right at both of us and goes, "Is that a mockingbird?" Which was kind of interesting.
Oh, don't forget to tip your waitress. He's here all night.
Let's see if anybody appreciates that kind of humor.
Oh,
Is
my
anyone
God.
laughing?
Not
at that?
yet. That's from the previous. She
Oh.
laughed previously.
All right, drop a one if you think things like that are funny.
So I did just kind of change your life with Andy's.
Oh, buddy, you've changed my life so many times. Tonight was yet
Oh,
another.
look, there's a lot of
we
comments.
went to Andy's Custard,
Look,
and it was advertised falsely as yogurt,
look.
but it's custard.
I thought it was yogurt. I'm
Look at this. He
sorry.
knows his worth. Ain't nothing free.
Hey,
Hi,
Basic.
Ken. Hi, Ken.
I love Basic. She's awesome. Coach, there's Charles Coachman.
Ah, the Charlie man.
He's over on X2. Wow.
Why buy the cow when the milk is free? That's
Look,
exactly right.
Fax laughed at your joke.
We have 1,350 people and one person laughed.
No, we have
Those are
1,600.
bad math odds, dude. That's bad.
We have 1,636 watching now. Look.
Okay, so I'll tell Basic Beach one just so he knows. So last
No,
week-
it's a she. Basic.
Oh,
is
it's a she. Okay.
Yeah. Basic beach instead of basic bitch. Do you get it? Like,
I'm able to piece that together all by myself. Yes. God.
holy shit.
No.
Hold on. It's the Glen.
If only
the Glen.
they had had the pill when you were young.
Oh my God. Wow. Holy shit. Wow.
Mark,
Okay.
I think Mark had a question. He
Hold
wanted
it.
to know about the vocal warm up.
Oh.
I picked that up in improv training, Mark, many years ago. And when I taught improv, all of our students began the session each week with that. And it's really fun to see it done with like 25 to 30 people, all in perfect unison. You know, it's very, very cool.
Coachman gave you a 0.5, not a 1. So,
You are losing it. Is he referring to our audience?
I
Are
don't
we
know.
losing the audience?
No, we're gaining in the audience.
Oh, we're up
So-
to 1,700. I love it.
Basic says, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
All right. Well, let me tell them because maybe they'll have an answer for me. I told you.
Hold it. Should you run this by me first?
Well, I told you I was torn up about it.
Torn
With
up?
Brian's anniversary, his death.
Oh,
his death
yeah.
anniversary.
This is. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Tell them.
find out. All right. So I've got a dilemma, and we false advertised tonight because we said where you would be asking us the questions. Instead, this is me asking you, the audience, the question because maybe you'll have an answer that I don't have. But all kidding aside, from a very serious place, this past week was my brother's death anniversary 6 years ago on March the 12th of 2019. And my brother was in very rough shape toward the end of his life. And so I promised him a couple of things that he asked of me. And one is he asked me to make sure that he be cremated, which we did. And I guess this is a lesson on procrastination, really. So I want to help you guys to not procrastinate as I did, because the first promise was that I would see to it that he was properly cremated, and went through that whole experience, including being right there as that took place. A lot of people don't know you can do that, but I
Oh.
did. I was physically there
Wow.
when the whole deal.
No way.
Yeah, way. And did it for my dad, did it for Carolyn's dad, did it for my brother. I've done this 4 times.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful. So, but then I promised him, the second promise I made, which is where I need your help, guys, is I promised him that I would place his ashes into the Gulf of Mexico. You know, you wait long enough, you don't have an ocean anymore. They just get rid of it. So, I don't know. Any ideas? Any ideas, folks?
Oh,
Can you help me?
what are you gonna do?
I'm not one to break promises, and especially something as serious as that.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh God. Holy mother of God.
They know I'm going on stage live in front of 1,000 people on Friday, and I was going to lead with that. Is that a thumbs up? Yes, lead with that, or no? By the way, it really was his 6-year anniversary. That all is true, and I really did follow through with it.
Look.
What is this? Go to Mexico and go to their beach. Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God, that is.
And look at this. Do it. Just do it. It's hilarious.
Oh, she's basically saying that you need to open with that. We have the one and only, the inimitable. I learned that word from you, by the way.
Look at that. Gulf of America.
So we have the she said same water. Okay, so the question though is, should he open? It's a joke.
Yeah, because I really want to know, did that make anybody laugh? Because that's the idea. And and I was going to open with in front of 1,000 people. I wrote that joke a couple of days ago.
Let's bring Kay on. Do you see her down there?
Yeah.
Can I bring her on?
Bring her on.
We didn't charge her the $5 though.
Well, then you're going to have to let her know that no pay, no play.
Oh, sorry, I muted you, Kay. You're muted. You're muted. Sorry.
Wait, where is she?
Unmute yourself.
Okay. Hi, Kay.
Hi, and how are you? I'm good for the $5, boys. Just saying.
We're going to spend it on custard. So
no, you can't.
Sideways. How do I go sideways?
Turn it back the other way.
Well, duh.
What'd you
How
do?
I do that?
We lay our audience sideways. We're so entertaining.
I know.
What happened?
I don't know.
Here, let's put our heads up against Kay.
I don't know. How about if I go like this?
There.
Oh my gosh.
There it is. Oh, no. There you are. There you are, Kay. Look, there's Fact saying hi, Miss Kay. Oh my God.
Where
so
is
funny.
Kay
Hi,
hanging
Fax.
out?
Kay is hanging out at
Look
her
who's there.
amazing house in St. Thomas.
Look, Joe
What is
Ingram
up?
has bestowed himself upon us.
No, I'm not at my lake house. I'm in St. Thomas in the Caribbean.
At her house.
Wow.
It's pretty nice.
Love it. How
So-
long have you lived out there?
Not very. Look, I'm sideways again. This is so sad.
This is so
I
sad.
have been here since just
Is your
after
cameraman
the-
intoxicated, or does this thing just act on its own and decide to shoot you sideways?
I know. Yes, I will ask you to put the lotion on the skin, and I will eat your liver with a fava bean and some Chianti.
Oh gosh, don't make me show you my
What?
photo.
God.
I got to show it to her.
Kay, you're not
Yes,
going to
John.
believe this.
I'll believe anything from you boys.
So, Kay, meet Glenn Morshower.
Hi, Kay.
Glenn, it's so good to meet you. Yes, I'm a fan.
She's a
It's
huge
very
fan.
nice to meet you.
Huge fan. I thought you were brilliant in 24, brilliant in, well, really your entire filmography.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
Yeah, I'm just a fan. Look at this. Someone get Kiefer Sutherland, Jack Bauer over here real quick and fix my screens. Okay. No, I honestly, honest to God, call my phone right now, Ken. You'll hear
Oh, really?
the
Nuh-uh.
tone. Swear to God.
I'm gonna call it. I'm
All right.
calling you out on this live on the air. We are live. Kay, what are you smoking? Oh my god.
It's a cigarette,
Oh,
darling.
okay, good.
Calm thyself.
Should we show this?
Yeah. Hey, Kay.
Yes.
You mentioned fava beans and the likes.
Yeah.
Take a peek at this. This is from my latest movie that I just finished in Los Angeles.
No.
Is that pretty horrifying?
I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
Growing on me.
I told him I'm not watching it. He's like, "You're watching it. We're watching
Here,
it
go
together."
tighter. Show them that one.
I said, "I'm not watching it, dude.
Why?
This is me as
Because
a vampire.
I don't support transgender."
Yeah, and
Is that incredible makeup or what?
I think it's beautiful. I always love the makeup artists in Hollywood.
Yeah, so they're really, really
They're
terrific.
really good.
So, hang on. Where in the heck? I'm trying to.
What happened to Ingram? Is he hanging out with us? With
He's
Kay
here.
and-
He's here. Joe Ingram is right.
so how do you and
there.
Kay know each other?
We met on an X Space a while back. We have now done a ton of X Spaces together. She actually used to change her children's diapers in the White House.
Yeah, I did.
She's worked in Washington. She worked in Washington D.C. for many, many years. She,
4 decades.
you just turned sideways again.
How do I keep turning sideways? This is so sad. You know, Glenn, I did work in Hollywood, but then I decided they were too crazy, so I decided DC was the answer. I think I chose wrong.
That's out of the frying pan into the fire, isn't it?
Oh my
Isn't it
god!
though?
Wow. I've only worked at the pretend White House.
Look, Basic said,
Probably better.
"Oh, that's right. You were on that White House show.
The West Wing for 3 years.
That's right."
Oh,
And
my
24,
goodness.
we
People
were.
ask me which show
What?
is like the most realistic with DC all the time.
Yeah. Do you tell them the West
I hate
Wing?
to say it, West Wing wasn't one of them. House of Cards. Pretty
House
close.
of Cards. Okay. Kevin Spacey. I've worked with him.
Yep, House of Cards. And, well, I really like 24.
Well, how can you not?
Really like 24.
How can you not?
How does this keep happening?
Hang on, let me see what this does. Oh, look, Glenn.
A close-up.
A split screen. Nice.
Yeah,
You got all
See, I-
kinds of tricks there, honey.
but I can't. Like, if I do this,
So you guys have never physically met. This is purely
No.
an internet
We've not.
love connection.
It
It's,
is. We met
it's-
when I did his podcast.
she's been on my
Oh,
show.
nice.
Yeah,
You know, Ken will eventually honor the entire world.
Basically, yes,
One
he's
person
right
at a
now.
time. He goes
Yeah.
around and Ken is one of the greats. I'm not joking about this. He is really great at honoring the wonderfulness of others.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then every so often he wakes up to his own wonderfulness. But I usually have to prompt him and go, hey, brother, you're pretty wonderful yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which he should. He does such a great job at what he does.
thank you, thank you. Can we move on from this topic, please? Thank you.
We promised we were going to answer questions tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, so look, Fax has a question. What's What's your favorite movie that you've done?
Black
Glenn?
Hawk Down. Sorry it took so long to think about it.
Hold it. Do you want to think about it?
No, that was an immediate, easy answer.
Black
Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down.
Why was it your favorite movie?
Because I thought it was a completely accurate depiction of war. And I thought that they did not try to sensationalize it. They didn't have any fancy soundtracks. There was nothing. It was a hardcore experience of going to war that left people feeling pleasant. Nobody felt uplifted by it when the film was over. But they felt like they'd all gotten their money's worth and had a hell of a ride. I've not seen a bad review of that film yet. Not one. Ridley
I
Scott
held
knocked
my
it
breath.
out of the park.
the entire time.
Yep.
When you figure out you've got friends who are in that business, and you figure out just how awful it was for them.
Yes.
I had a press conference after with the survivors of Benghazi
Mm.
and the families. And believe me, I don't think Hillary likes me to this day because I had suggested that we impeach her. Secretary of State for dereliction of duty. And she should have been, because then she would never have run. She wouldn't be able to run for office.
Look, fact says I've watched it no less than 20 times.
Oh, has watched Black Hawk Down that many times? Wow.
That and Lone Survivor, I'm telling you.
Can I ask you if you know the difference between the people of Pakistan and the people of the Arab Emirates?
Yes.
People from Pakistan do not like the Flintstones, but the people of Abu Dhabi do.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's the way this is going. Got it.
Oh God.
If you could, and it was done justice and not like some reboots, sequels, what role would you want to go back to?
Oh, I already know. Can I answer it for
Yeah,
you?
of course you can. We're sewn together at the hip.
I know exactly what it would be. It would be 24 Agent Aaron Pierce.
That is 100% Ken for the win. Yeah,
I mean,
it would be.
it's the best role
Love
that
it.
you've played.
Yes.
Love
Best
it.
role you've played.
No, it's one of my favorites, and I think they cast it so well. It was written so tight. Loved it.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't find shows that keep you on your edge of the seat like that anymore.
So there's another
We heard one complaint before you get to this. We heard one complaint about our show, and we heard it a lot. And it's not a joke. I really mean this. It's the only complaint I ever heard, and I heard it a bunch. And the complaint was that it ends. That it ends each week. And people got tired of it ending, so they decided that's where the original binge watching. We were the show that really put binge watching on the map because people could not handle it. I mean, it was like shooting stuff in their veins, and then it would end, and they wouldn't know, how can I possibly wait for 7 more days? And then what was funny is they would start watching on DVD, and the saying was just like an Oreo, you can't eat just one, or whatever it was. Doritos, can't eat just one. And people said, just one more episode, just one more. And the next thing they know, it's sunrise,
And Kay, when I met Glenn, when I first met Glenn, him and I became almost instant
lovers is what it was.
I don't know about all that.
I can see the relationship between you.
But it wasn't that, Glenn.
Go ahead. Don't be thrown just because you're a little paranoid about someone feeling for you and really appreciating your friendship. Go ahead.
Kay is only the second person ever to smoke on a live stream with me. So the other one was a mob boss, by the way.
What are you going to do? Arrest me for smoking? To quote Sharon Stone.
Oh my God. So that's funny. So when I met Glenn, I had never seen 24. Don't be all judgy like I am about
judgy.
I'm
Make judge yourself.
Judgy.
I'm going to be judgy. Okay.
So I hadn't seen it, and I said, okay, since we're now friends, we're going to be friends. I will look up this 24, and I'll look into it. And so he goes, oh, you don't have to, bud. And I said, no, dude, I will. I feel like an asshole now that I haven't seen 24. Your best role ever, supposedly, is what everybody says. And so I started watching 24, and I don't think I stopped for I don't know.
Couple weeks?
No, I think I watched all 7 seasons in 7 days.
I think I strong-armed him a little bit and said, "Don't call me back until you've seen our
See?
series."
And it was
Hey,
worth
Kay,
it,
you have a
wasn't it?
great voice. Can you repeat after me? You ready?
Yes, darling.
We'll be right back with more Jerry Springer after these
We'll be
words
right
from
back with
after
more
these words
Jerry
from our
Springer after
sponsor.
this.
Give it to me again. We'll be right back with more Jerry Springer after these words from our sponsor.
We'll be right back with Jerry Springer right after a few words from our sponsor.
Nice.
She's good.
How comforting and soothing is Kay's voice.
Her voice is.
Good.
I know.
What a great voice.
And
I could have had a great voiceover gig in Hollywood.
Okay, so here's another question.
You put yourself on a single while I go away for a moment. I'm looking for a photo.
Okay, well, here's another question. Fact says, how much did you like working for the Transformer franchise? Well, Fact, since Glenn Morshower is not available right now, I'll go ahead and answer this. I can't
It was
answer.
a lot. It was a lot.
Are you playing press secretary?
I can't.
Oh, yeah, he's really good at that.
Why
too.
are you pulling that up?
No, I'm not. Just
That was my gig.
What was the...
I'm looking for something. Just go into I trust you, Glenn mode.
Okay, I trust you, Glenn mode. So, hey, Kay. He's still right here, by the way.
I only worked on 2 shows before I left Hollywood. I was born in LA.
What shows did you work
By
on?
the way, I call this cat and mouse.
Hill Street Blues and Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, you worked on
Did
Hill
you do
Street.
the original Dukes?
Mm-hmm.
So did I. Good for you.
I was 17 years old.
Oh my gosh.
First internship.
Wow.
I love Sorrel Book.
Yeah, Sorrel played Boss Hogg.
Wow.
I remember
Very
it
well educated. Always was reading a book on set. Always. Knew 7 languages, Shakespearean trained actor.
Wow.
So what he isn't on screen.
What, Kay, what? Are you on your phone or a...
No, I'm on my iPad actually.
But why does it keep doing that? Is your iPad
I don't
falling
know.
over?
Let me see if I can check something out here real quick.
That's so weird.
I
Hey,
know.
Johnny, what's happening, Johnny? Good to see you, bro. Hey, Glenn, can I put the camera on you for 1 second?
Not yet.
I want you to say something to Johnny. Johnny said 24 was a great series. Johnny's dad just died a couple nights ago, couple days ago. So, real quick,
Yeah.
Johnny's watching right now.
Well, Johnny, first of all, thank you for watching, and I'm very sorry for the loss of your father. That's a tough mile marker to handle, but our thoughts are with you.
Yeah,
Really, really sorry to hear that.
Johnny's
Who am I
a
kidding? I don't know what I'm doing.
Johnny's a good friend of mine. Good guy, really good guy.
Hmm.
So, Kay, you're sideways again.
I know. I've been told that many times.
Oh, jeez.
Someone actually called me a moderate the other day. It was pretty funny.
What's your electric bill a month there, Kay?
Do you really want to know?
I do. You're not going to tell me?
It's going to make you sick because it's so little.
It's so low. I guarantee it.
Right.
Viewers,
No. WAPA, the electric company here, is billions in debt. Couldn't keep the lights on if they tried. And we have to have a room-filled generator. It's a diesel to back it up. Between 6,000 and 8,000 a month.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what she just said?
For power?
For her electric. Say it again.
It's between 6,000 and 8,000 a month.
Wow. Wow, I think I'm going to go ahead and stay here in Texas.
Right?
She mentioned House of Cards. Show that to Kay. That's why I brought it up.
Love.
I think Kay will appreciate this.
But that's not...
Yes, it is. Dude, I know, but that's the star of House of Cards.
Oh.
Just let me lead you in life.
Exactly.
She'll know who that is.
I love it. I love it.
Now, she's going to tell you who that is, Ken.
Kevin Spacey.
That would be correct.
Wow.
Okay.
That's from Men Who
See,
Stare
I
at
got
Goats.
your. I got your. By the way, do you know how to stare at a goat?
I don't. A goat viciously attacked me when I was in kindergarten on a field trip, ate my name tag and a button off my sweater. I'm telling you, I have PTSD to this day.
He's teaching right now. That's how you stare at goats.
That's how. Okay. Because their eyes are evil.
Oh
They must
my
be
God.
destroyed.
They must be
Too.
destroyed.
Ken, have you noticed I haven't blinked yet?
That's crazy, dude.
Because the goats don't blink either.
They don't?
Have you seen their eyes? Oh my God.
Glenn, there's a scene where how's that go? Where you and Kevin Spacey, that what you just showed me, that's right when you look over and you say, "Holy shit." Okay, so that's Glenn. Glenn.
It's like talking to Nick Searcy, I swear to God. You guys are all
Look,
always on.
Basic
No,
says,
not true. I don't suffer from that disease. Nick's a good guy, by the way.
Oh, Nick's a doll.
I
He
think
came
you
and
said Nick
filmed
Searcy,
a
didn't you?
campaign commercial for me.
Did you say Nick Searcy?
Yep.
Yeah, very cool fellow Southerner, by the way.
North Carolina. He
Yeah.
came when I ran in North Carolina.
He's a
and
North
filmed an
Carolina
ad
boy.
with me in front of the Southern White Rhino, which was going extinct.
what? He did what?
Yes, we did. Okay, look. I was running against a rhino.
Okay.
So we went to the North Carolina Zoo and filmed an ad in front of the endangered southern white rhino, which was going extinct.
Do you know what a rhino is in
Yes.
politics?
Yes.
It's great.
You said yes.
You must really spend
Look.
a lot of time around some stupid people.
I do.
No, I meant Ken, not
I
you,
do.
Kay.
Look.
meant
I do.
Ken.
There's my next door neighbor, Sandra. You haven't met her yet.
Ken always thinks he has to educate me about things. and
I
I'm
didn't
like,
know.
dude,
If you knew,
I've been paying attention
Some
for
people
every
don't.
year of my 65 years.
some people don't know.
Where's your next door neighbor?
Sandra Martinez.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah,
Is Kay in an underground tunnel?
Could be.
the echo. The echo? I don't hear an echo. Do you hear an echo? From Kay?
I don't.
I don't either. Look, there is basic
For
shared
$7,000, they ought to be able to sell you an Echo.
No. My son's coming to give me food. This is very nice of him.
Oh, which
This
son?
is Patrick, eldest son.
Oh, hey, Patrick.
This is food.
He's bringing me food. Isn't this nice?
That's very nice.
No, this is Glenn. Who's next to him? This is my eldest son, Patrick.
Hi,
he's
Patrick.
only 24.
Nice to see you.
And he was on show. Also, he was on Transformers.
Yeah. He,
Nice.
Oftentimes he'll look at the camera when he's on camera.
Not always.
So Patrick, I know Patrick.
Yes,
We
you
follow
do.
we follow each other. Yes.
Yes.
So
He goes to Baylor.
yes. He goes to Baylor. Right.
Oh,
right
which
down
is
the
in
road.
Waco.
Yes.
Yes, he's a Gen Z boy.
But he's
Yeah.
in St.
Don't
Martin.
hold that against
St.
me, though.
Thomas. Don't hold that against me. That's awesome. So, Glenn and I decided to get on here to answer questions. I don't see any other. Are there any other questions?
Well, let me answer a question I got asked the other day. Is someone asked if I was Gerald
Yes.
Ford's son? And of course, the answer is yes.
Today was the day they got America.
Look.
Someone asked if I was Gerald Ford's son, and so there I am with Gerald Ford, who very much looks like he would have been my dad.
Do you see that?
Okay.
Wow. Did you know Jerry?
I knew his people.
Did you?
Yeah. My boss at the time had written a book, and Ronald Reagan did the only forward he had done since he left office for it. And so I helped edit my boss's book, and then we got quotes from every single living president for the back of the book.
Nice.
You know what would be really something is if you could get quotes from the dead ones.
I know, right?
If you could have the dead ones reach out
Oh.
and give you their thoughts,
Oh my
you
God.
talk about a book that
Yep.
would sell.
And you gotta keep
That would be-
the auto pen
that-
working no matter what. I understand.
That would be nuts. So,
By the way, I played Andrew Johnson in the
yes.
series Manhunt, who took over by, when Lincoln, well, I'm going to go ahead and give this out as a spoiler, but Lincoln dies in the series. And so that's when Andrew Johnson took over. What an
My
experience.
my
that
friend
was.
wrote that book.
Really?
Yeah, James
Oh.
Thompson.
That's
You're
right.
friends with everybody, aren't you?
She knows a lot of people.
No, it took like 10 years to write it, from what I understand.
Hey, did you answer this question, Glenn? He asked you a
You
question.
need to answer some questions.
I
Ken.
can't answer what it was like working for the Transformer franchise.
I want you to try it.
Well,
Just answer it. Just go as though. Don't think it out.
let me
Don't think about
put
Just
it let me
answer.
put it this way. Steven Spielberg called me after the first one.
Mhm.
Was it Steven?
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, same thing. Michael Bay called me and said, "Hey Glenn, you did such a great job in the first Transformer movie. We'd like to invite you back." And I said, "Well, that's really exciting, Michael. I do have one question for you, however."
Well, I
And-
had more excitement in my voice. If you're going to say that's just very kind. of
See,
you.
I knew that I was going to
No, but
screw
I'm
it
trying
up.
to
I
help you.
screwed it
Just-
up,
it's
and you
really
just
kind
can't-
of you, Michael. I'd love to do the sequel, but tell me, does it in any way bother you that I died in the first one? Does that bother you?
Little continuity problem.
He said it doesn't bother me at all.
He said it doesn't bother me at all. That's so freaking
Look
funny.
at all your viewers. I love it.
We're at 3,000. We're almost at 3,000. If somebody
Oh my
would
God.
freaking share this, Jesus. I'm just kidding. Hold on. Let's see. There's another question I wanted to find. Here from Mark. It's this. What fellow actor or actress did you enjoy working with during one of your projects? Can I answer it? I think I know who it is.
Go.
Can I answer it?
Is it JL?
No.
Well, then you're going to answer wrong, but go ahead.
Okay, well then Matt, don't take it personal. I was going to say Matt Zuckery, but go ahead. You give.
I thought he was talking about way back in the day.
Oh.
In recent years, no question, Matt Zuckery.
Matt Zuckery.
But I really, really got to know Matt. Matt's family to me. The other was just that, like working with my hero.
So who
He
was
an
the-
idol?
who-
Jack Lemmon.
Oh, Jack
Jack
Lemmon.
Lemmon. Yeah, I was privileged
Oh.
to work with Jack Lemmon, and that was one of the greatest days of my life. Right.
Wow.
And right before we went on, Jack, I wondered if he would do it, and sure enough, he did. He stepped up to the microphone. We were narrating a film back when HBO was in its infancy, and he walked up to the mic and he said, asked for a mic check. Can we get a level check, Jack? And he said, it's magic time. Which anyone who knows Jack Lemmon, that was the saying for him, magic time. Even when you go to the Chinese theater in Hollywood and you look for the footprints and handprints of Jack Lemmon, up above his footprints, it says magic time.
Wow.
Only I got to hear him say it himself live while I was standing right next to him. And I just thought, oh my God, I've just died and gone to heaven. It was really one of those powerful moments. And after we were done working that day, this is called going outside of yourself and knowing what the experience is that someone is sharing with you. Just because you're having an experience with someone does not mean you're having the same experience. So Jack knew this was extraordinary for me. And he was able to figure out when I told him that it was extraordinary for me. I said, this is extraordinary. And he goes, I bet this is extraordinary. And he said, where are you parked? And I told him, he said, why don't I walk you to your car? And we walked down Melrose, just the two of us. And I don't think I've ever intentionally walked slower in my life than I did that day because I was enjoying this beautiful chat with Jack Lemmon. So God rest his soul. That was very, very powerful. And I learned a lot about kindness and genuineness and humility from Jack Lemmon because he modeled all of those things perfectly. He was the consummate gentleman.
Wow. I don't think you'll answer this one, but
Who's the worst? No,
he won't answer that.
I won't. But
No.
I've worked with a few. Let's just call them real winners. I've worked with some real winners, but only two that I can think of that were nightmarishly bad.
Kay needs an audition. Basic has a question. Thank you, Buckster, for sharing. I'll put your comment up here in a second. Kay or Ken, I'll ask you a question. Can you show us your best goat stare down? It's only fair. Glenn did it.
That's fair, and I think you need to
It is
zoom in
fair.
on you and stare this goat down. Ready? I haven't even said go yet.
I didn't say go to
Plus,
you.
that was a human stare. That was not
I
a goat
did-
stare. Give me a goat stare. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, action. Now scoot in on him a little bit.
I can't.
Scoot in
Okay,
on
that's
him.
it. That's all I got. God, that hurts my eyes.
It hurt
These
my
are-
feelings.
These are new glasses. It hurt my feelings. Buckster, thank you for sharing, bro. Thank you.
Oh man,
Basic, that's my best. I'm sorry.
we need to do our own weekly radio show, dude. We
I
have such a
know.
good time when we
Yeah,
do
you
it.
do.
We really do. Holy
We did it together for a number of years, and then I started acting like a fool, and got to be too busy, and now
Yeah.
it's time for us to go back live because we do have large quantities of fun.
Look.
What does this say?
Ken said to the goat, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed.
Oh my God. Joe says, how does Kay eat sideways? My food always falls. Kay does not want to eat on camera. I know she's intentionally not doing that, which you need to eat. Oh, what is that?
Rice?
Oh, okay.
We're over 3,000 people. We should be like raising money for a charity or something worthwhile, Ken. Good Lord. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me do some Latin for our Latin viewers and see if maybe that will raise some money. Not our Latin Americans, but just true people.
Just
that
Latin,
speak
Latin?
Yeah, I'm going to do a little Latin.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, this is going to get really good.
Okay.
I'm going to do Latin with the goat stare.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Latin
that's going to be
with the
good.
goat stare.
All right, I'm giving you full screen. Here
Are
we
you
go.
ready?
Yeah.
In the rain.
Tell me when, Kay.
Go. Action.
Sint mihi dea grontis probate. Valiat numen triplex Ihove. Igniorioctasi spiritus salvete. Orientis princeps Beelzebub inferne ardentis monarcha et demagogon. Propatimus vos uta pariet et surgat. Mephistopheles. Quintumerorum per Ihuvam Gehenna et consecratam. Acam nunc spargo signumque. Crucis cud nunc facio et pavuta nostra ipse nunc surgat nobis dicitus. Mephistopheles. So that's how you stare down a goat and hypnotize them with Latin. That's how you do that.
Kay was like, she was holding her face.
And if you wonder if I do drugs or alcohol, the answer is no. I
No.
never needed it.
Look, so Buckster says, I sure do have a lot of questions, but what would be the biggest challenge in making a movie?
Raising funds for it,
Yeah, if you're
unless it's a big studio backed picture.
right.
I'm trying to answer honestly, Ken. I mean,
yeah.
independent film, it's a tough gig, because investors want to know about return on investment. They want to know what they can expect and when, and that's just a language that indie film doesn't speak because they don't know. They never know. You can have a great script that bombs, and you can have an idiot script that is a crashing hit, just really, really smashing hit. You never know. You never know what the public's going to buy. I've had great movies that I believed in, some movies that I've even funded myself, and my wife and I, we made a wonderful movie, if you ever get a chance to see it, called Flutter. Wonderful movie. I'm so proud of this film. And we were able to make it on a fairly small budget, but yeah, that's the hardest part of it.
Did you see? Hold on.
Distribution.
Hold on. Did you see what Basic says real fast? I gotta show that. I don't know what Glenn said, but my furniture just started floating.
My furniture just started floating. Yes, and that was the intent behind it.
Oh my god.
By the way, it's interesting because the whole first part of that Latin incantation was furniture, you will now float. That's the translation of it.
Oh
So
my god.
See, I was born on
Holy
Halloween. I'm constantly casting spells.
There. Look what
can't get over
Buckster
the
says.
beauty of her voice.
I know her voice is.
I'm hypnotized by it.
I know. She's like, you got to be on an X.
That was my hope.
Ken,
Glenn.
please let Glenn know I really prefer him as a Marine general. Very well done. Over what? Buckster, over what? You prefer me as a Marine general over what?
Well, he's a Marine, the guy who's saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a Marine.
But you prefer me as that over what?
The Latin speaking.
Oh, the Latin speaking. That was actually a cut from
goat staring.
a play called The Tragedy of Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe, and that was the character of Dr. Faustus.
Thank you for the answers, sir.
We've got more answers available to you, the viewer, tonight at no extra charge. There's no extra charge for the wisdom of Ken and Glenn.
You guys, I actually was in a play in high school with the producer and author of, oh God, what was that show about the 50s advertising industry? Matt
Oh,
Weiner, was the writer and producer.
You mean Jerry Bruckheimer?
Yeah, Jerry Bruckheimer. No. It was a TV show. It was about the 50s.
it's
A TV show about the 50s.
where they all. It's an advertising
in an
agency.
advertising firm.
Why don't I have a clue what you're talking
You
about right
do.
now?
You do. you
Robert
do.
Morse was the head of the firm.
Don't know.
Let's see.
Look it up, Kay. Don't leave us hanging.
I gotta look it up. IMDb it.
Look at this number.
I know.
It's
I
lovely.
told.
If you flip it out,
Madmen.
Mad
That
Men,
wasn't
yes.
the 50s. That was the 60s.
60s, true. No, but Matt was in The Importance of Being Earnest with me.
The Importance of Being Earnest was the second play I did in my career, playing a character by the name of Algernon Moncrief.
Oh.
I
so you
remember The
were
Importance of
buddy.
Being Earnest very well. It's an Oscar Wilde play.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And you did that play?
Yes, I did.
Did you play Gwendolyn?
But of course.
Or did you play Lady Bracknell?
No, I played Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn Fairfax!
Of course.
Oh my God!
I could never date anyone who wasn't named Ernest.
Oh my God, she remembers the dialogue. It's impressive. Excuse me, have you got the cucumber sandwiches ready for Lady Bracknell? Yes. Oh my God. John Worthing.
I know.
Yeah, we have this in common, Kay. This is fabulous.
We could do a version of it ourselves, darling.
Oh my gosh.
Darling.
Darling.
She says that. She says, "Darling." I love the way
I said
she
it
says
so
that.
LA.
She does that though, darling, all the time.
Darling.
I love that.
God.
Kay's amazing.
No,
Oh
my
God.
my southern
She's
Texas
activated
mother
my inner
had me
James
saying,
Mason.
sweetie, honey, and darling.
Did you hear me? I said she's activated my inner James Mason. I don't know if you know who James Mason
Of
was.
course I do.
Oh my
I'm 58 years old, baby.
He's one of the great British actors of our time.
Yes.
You're 58. My
I'm
God.
58.
My God, you look no older than 45.
Thank
Look,
you. It's
look.
not the years, it's the mileage.
That's lovely.
If you three don't make this a regular thing, I swear.
It only takes like 45 minutes for us to enrage someone.
Oh,
Very
I can do it
displeased.
quicker
that
time
we're
than
gonna
that.
be.
Okay, so can I tell a story since it's the Ken And Glenn, I have top billing, damn it.
I gave you top billing
Oh, you
Yeah, that
gave
was very
me-
generous of you. I hope
because I explained to him Glenn and Ken doesn't have the same feel.
It doesn't.
Ken and Glenn.
Ken and Glenn.
Ken and Glenn.
Besides, comes before G.
What kind of
Ken and
alphabet are you
Glenn.
using?
How about that?
All right, go ahead. Make
My
your
agent
point.
will get back to you.
My age.
Make your point,
So-
and then try to sell them a pen. Look, if we could just sell this pen for $10, look what we make.
It's the Ken
Wait,
and
no,
Glenn.
but look, show them a Ken and Glenn pen. Show it to them.
It's the Ken and Glenn pen. Look, it says literally Ken and Glenn. It's got our logo on it.
You got to twirl it.
It's
you didn't twirl
it's
it.
not $10.
Give
it's,
them the twirl.
It's $250
Give
for this
them the-
pen.
Get over your greed and give them the twirl.
Hold on a minute. Look, I'm in this movie.
I'm doing the
Hold
math.
on, Buckster. I'm in this movie. Buckster, I am in
Grumpy
this
old
movie.
Santa was great.
Sh-
It
Nobody
might-
has ever said that ever.
It might have been made great because of Ken Walls.
I
Ken was
saved
in this
it.
film. Show them a clip. We can
I'm
do
not
that, can't
doing
we?
that. We'll get shut down. No,
Really?
Yes.
Even though it's my movie.
even though it's your movie,
Well, that stinks.
they suck. They're communist.
You can't even show them your own image.
No, they're
without them
communists.
jumping you, saying you have no right to your own image.
I know.
You can do it on Rumble.
Well, I know. We're not on. We're on X. We're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Facebook pages. We're on YouTube. I love live streaming to Rumble, but it's such a pain in the
Hey,
ass to live stream.
Ken, can we ask? You were going to say something, and I don't want you to interrupt yourself. You were
What?
talking about having top billing and how important that was to you to meet your emotional needs.
I was going to say something, and now I've forgotten because Buckster threw me off. Nobody's ever said Grumpy Old Santa was great. I've never heard that.
But you don't get out much. But anyway, I hear it all the time.
Hey, it was,
Marines got
I hear it all the time. You've not heard it once.
He said, I hear it all the time. But do you?
I do. People,
From
people
who?
enjoyed it. They enjoyed the film. Loved ones primarily.
Just he said loved ones primarily.
But listen, here's the deal.
I've just never heard anybody bring up Grumpy Old Santa. That's crazy. Like, that's just unbelievable. So, all right. Well, I'm glad that you loved it, Buckster. I am at the very end. Well, I'm in it in like 5 different scenes, little tiny clips of me in the background. But then at the very end, me and my wife and my daughter are in the church scene at the end.
That's
and,
right.
And my daughter actually lights Glenn's candle off of hers.
Reason alone to spend the $7.
It's not 7. It's
Okay, $4. But let's go back to selling our pen. We have
The pen.
3,322 viewers.
right.
And if you sell those at $2, then we make
Pretty good
$6,000.
we
night.
make $6,600 for doing tonight's show.
But nobody's gonna freaking buy this pen.
Well, they will if we kiss it and put our DNA.
But I
on
don't
it.
have
Why
3,300
don't-
of these
well,
pens.
you get their order and then you place the order. That's how it works.
Oh.
Like now, you've been fondling it all over your chin, and now your chin sauce is all over it. You got chin sauce. That has authentic Ken Walls chin sauce on
Oh,
it.
my
No,
God.
that's something that.
And now
Yeah.
here, there we go. The tip of the pen has my DNA on it.
Oh
and,
my God.
And you and I will probably be in prison before the end of the week. When someone gets their pen and then they go commit a crime and they shake our DNA all
Oh
over
my
everything.
God.
And then
Oh my
and the next
God.
thing you know, woo, woo, woo.
Oh my
It's
God.
just
oh my
nuts.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so funny. So Gary
Gary Schill
Schill.
in the house
in the
tonight.
house.
Oh my.
What's up, Gary?
Wow. Look
We
at
love
this.
Gary.
Buckster, did you know I was in the movie? I don't remember ever talking about that. There's McGinna. She loved watching it right here in this building.
I'll let you know McGinnis just texted me privately.
This exact building.
Yes, we
literally.
did.
Buckster
Fact
said
is,
he'll
it is the
purchase
best.
one. Chin sauce. He said, now I won't. No chin sauce.
He doesn't want any chin sauce.
Hold it.
No.
I think
Wait a
we have.
minute.
Come on,
You can
back up a
pay.
little.
You can pay $2 for a pen, or $1.75 if it has Ken's chin
So-
sauce on it.
You could, hey Buckster, you could write a chapter in this book and be part of this book.
Show them a closer view, Ken.
I can't like the green screen thing. So there's the book.
It's doing great.
We have.
Tilt it forward a little bit. There you go.
See,
See?
anyway, so we have 4 spots left. The front cover is sold out, but there's 4 spots left.
Speaking of 4 spots, you saw your dermatologist this week, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, yes, I did, Glenn.
Don't we have questions?
I don't think so.
Gary's question is, how are 2 of my favorite guys? I'm prepared to speak on behalf of both of us and say that we're perfect. Gary, we're perfect tonight.
Perfect is a really good answer.
We're perfect. It's a perfect day, and we have perfect friendship, and we don't bitch at each other. We're buds.
Well, we do a little bit. So I walked out. Okay, so Glenn, Mr. Movie Star, shows up here a couple days ago. You were here, right? Yesterday or the day before?
And I left, and I didn't feel like I had proven my unswerving love for you, so I came back today.
Right. So he pulls up in his movie star car. Okay, so Glenn has this car that is
You can go ahead and out me for it. I'm not ashamed. I love the car.
it's a 1999
That's correct. You got the year correct.
Honda Accord.
And it's because I rebuild engines, and these things run forever. And I'm not too proud, and I love to get into my car and rebuild it when it goes awry.
And he will not, let me say this, he will not take his car to a mechanic.
No, because I can fix it myself. But don't leave me out. I also have a brand new, beautiful Infiniti Q50
He does.
that I drive, and
It's
it just
nice.
depends on my mood. And he was concerned about me driving at night. And about 15 minutes after we parted ways with a hug, I called him and said, I just hit a deer.
He did.
No.
In my,
Look, Kay, look, that's got her so shocked she's sideways,
in my
Glenn.
I'm
Honda.
sideways on it.
In my Honda. He goes, you be careful out there. And I said, oh, buddy, I'm good. I'm just driving up to Oklahoma. Just going to go up there for a few hours and play craps at the casino. And damned if 15 minutes later, I wasn't calling him and saying, dude, I just hit a deer.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Well, the good news is when I do things, I don't know what it is about my life, but I always do things a little bit differently than most. So I hit a deer that was already dead. That is a true story.
Visit.
I hit a deer that was laying in the middle of the road. So it didn't come over the windshield. It just went boom, boom, at like 75 miles per hour. And I thought, hey, is this the portion of the show where I talk to them about how important it is to be a good Samaritan and be a community-minded person? Can you handle that?
He's way better. Listen, I'm just going to be real with y'all. He's way better of a human than I am, but I'm going to let him tell this story. So go ahead.
But here's
Glenn.
a true story on what I did, because I hit the deer and I had seen a blood smear going up to it. And then boom, the deer there's nothing that I could do. But I got out, I hit it and circled back. Took me a while to slow down as the deer entrails were being thrown off the wheels and so forth. But I turned around
Oh my God.
and I thought, well, that's the correct word, entrails, right? So listen, you'll learn words if you hang out with me long enough.
I've learned a lot.
But I circled around, and here's why I circled around. Because it's one thing to be in a car, but if you hit that deer at night on a motorcycle,
Oh, yeah.
good chance that's the end of your life.
Yeah.
And I can't live with that knowing I could have done something about it. So I went back, pulled the car off to the side of the highway, went out, realized that the deer, immediately upon approaching its carcass, realized this was not a freshly killed deer because it stunk to holy hell. And but it was still bloody, and I thought, this is why God invented paper towels. So I keep a roll of paper towels in my trunk, and I pulled him out and I wrapped it around its paws
Why do you keep
And
the
then
roll of paper
in
towels?
case I hit a deer.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Who doesn't know that? Even Kay, look at that posture. Even Kay was like, obviously, that's why you carry paper towels.
Right.
Um,
Right. Okay.
So I grabbed him by the bloody
Hooves.
hooves. I almost said paws. And then I realized deer don't have paws.
Oh my God.
By the way, grizzly bear walks into a bar.
Oh shit.
And the bartender says, yeah, boy, we don't get too many like your kind around here. Tell me, how can I help you out there, fella? And the grizzly bear says, I'll have a rum and Coke. The bartender says, oh, rum and Coke, that's easy, but tell me, why the large paws? And he goes, oh, no, I was just born with them. So anyway, I grabbed the deer.
Look at Case.
Kay's in physical and emotional pain. So I grabbed the deer and I pulled it off to the side of the road. Yes, I'm a good Boy Scout, and I got it completely out of the way. And 2 days later, I called Ken. I said, I just hit a deer. No, I said, I'm serious. And 2 days later, what does he do? He comes up because as much as he wants to believe me, he needed to see evidence himself.
No, I was going to Sam's Club. I didn't.
My version of the story is much better, but okay. So he drives up. He's en route to Sam's Club. I know he's on a deer sighting mission, but he drives up the highway, and damned if that deer wasn't laying on the side of the road. And he goes, dude, I love when he gets very Jeff Bridges on me. He says, dude, you drove that deer like you dragged it a long way. You pulled it off the side of the road. That's like a long way. So he did.
Look, there's Kay's husband.
So he did. He pulled the deer, and Ken's very proud of me at this point for removing the deer.
I was.
Look, the deer
proud.
story was a hit. We're growing. Look at our numbers. We're growing.
30.
Think of the pens we could have sold since I started talking about the deer.
Jeez. Glenn wants to sell some pens tonight. We only have the one.
But by tomorrow, we could have a special delivery, couldn't we?
By
What does
tomorrow?
this pen do?
How long does it take to get our Ken and Glenn pens?
Good week. I'd
Okay.
say.
All right.
Ouch.
By the
So-
way, who is green and had a hell of a singing career? Elvis Parsley.
Oh, God.
Oh
No?
my God. Holy shit. Look, Buckster said you should have Dukes of Hazzard over the deer.
Dukes of Hazzard over
yeah,
the
that's
deer.
a
What
good
does
one.
that mean? Oh, go airborne?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Motorcycle would have.
that Honda did not get any air.
Wow.
But anyway, I honestly felt great about pulling it off the road because what I know is that preemptive action kept something from happening.
It did.
Bottom line, I mean, all jokes aside, it's a good idea to be preemptive with the action choices we make. That's all. And here's the thing, you got to pull your head out of your butt and quit only thinking about you. That's kind of the secret of life. You got to pull your head out of your butt and realize it's not just that you survived hitting a deer and you're fine. The deer was already dead anyway. But what about the cat coming down the road behind me? The guy that I will never meet that may very well be on a motorcycle. And if he has the same thing happen to me, the deer was right in the middle of the road. Time to move it. Anyway, I feel good about it. And
I think
the
it's
deer was already dead, so it doesn't matter. The deer, I'm sure,
it's
can
pretty
appreciate that
indifferent.
its dead body will not cause another death.
You know, my husband hit a deer. And we got a rental car because, yeah, it did some damage. Then I had the joy of calling the rental car company back because unfortunately we hit another deer in the rental car. That was a fun
No,
conversation.
you hit 2 deer with the same rental car? What were you in West
One
Virginia?
with our regular car, one with the rental car. Yeah, our insurance guy was not real happy with us.
Oh
my God, 2 deer with the same car?
No,
Two deer in a
no.
month.
No, not the same car.
Oh, the replacement car,
The
you hit a deer with that.
Yeah, that's what I had to
So the
call
pattern for the
insurance
company is if we rent to this gal, she's going to hit a deer. Yeah.
They convinced me it was out in front of my car. What can I say?
I need a minute. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Well, it would be funny if you died, but the fact that you lived to tell,
Well, good.
that's hilarious.
Oh my God. That's
Oh my God.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
who among you is having a good time tonight?
yeah.
Ken and Glenn show. We haven't been on in a while, but
It's been a minute.
we're trying to make up for it tonight.
We've never done one like this. Like
No, because
side
usually
by
we're
side.
we're in our respective homes.
Yeah. So this is fun.
But we're out here on our houseboat on
Lake
Lake
Mead.
Havasu.
Lake Mead.
Lake Mead?
I
Okay,
don't
we're at
know.
Lake Mead.
I think it's Lake Mead.
I thought it was Havasu, but
It
apparently
could
it's
be.
Lake Mead.
It could be. It might
So
be
that's
Lake.
the green screen.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're nowhere near the water, but it sure looks like we are.
Yes.
I
Look
thought so.
at what Buckster just said about you, dude.
Yeah? What did he say?
Well, I'm gonna let you
Oh,
read.
somebody loved Elvis Parsley. I'm getting Elvis Parsley comments.
Okay, so here we go. Ready? Imagine how nice the world would be if more people thought that way.
Okay, so thank you for taking me seriously, Buckster. We've been joking a lot tonight, but I got to tell you, brother, I live by that. Is Buckster a dude?
Buckster's
Yeah, he's a
dude,
good guy.
and
It
he's
sounds
a
like
good
it
dude.
sounds like a dude.
He's a really good dude.
You know, here's the thing: if you're only thinking the me show, I have a whisper that I wrote down. No joke. A whisper that came to me when I was in Atlanta doing the series The Resident a couple of years ago.
And if you haven't seen The Resident, let me interrupt this program to say you've got to go watch the freaking The Resident.
And you
It's
can see
so,
it now on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It is so freaking good. It is so good. Give it a couple of episodes. You'll get into it. Glenn shows up in
Episode 5, season 1.
episode 5, season 1.
Not that I remember the season or the episode. Where'd Kay go?
But you do. Where is Kay? Kay?
Did she just get dropped from the broadcast?
Kay?
It's weird that we just have a black screen there.
Hola.
Let her come find us again because it looks weird with the black screen.
I can.
You just have us just that way? Okay,
Yeah.
we're back.
All right. Well, if Kay comes back, we'll bring Kay back on. I hear the ocean.
Did you dub in ocean sounds? All right,
No,
so
that-
I want to say this too.
I did not.
I just thought it was cool to have a lake in the background, but you're dubbing in ocean sounds.
Oh my God, that's so freaking.
Can you put a lake sound in, which would be a much more believable soundtrack?
It's literally the real ocean.
Why don't you
dude.
dub in some seagulls making noise at the lake?
Oh my God. Oh, she's back, but she's sideways again.
Oh no.
Oh,
We got to get her a new camera crew.
I know.
I know. It's not
Her-
fair.
Her DP sucks.
Um,
Notice what I did there? DP.
yeah, you used the jargon of Hollywood. You
I
sure
did.
did. And it didn't
I
go
can use some
undetected.
TT jargon if that's what we're doing now, boys.
We moved into the jargon portion of the evening.
Ah.
Oh my God. Okay, who are we looking at here?
We lost Kay. Story of my
A.
life.
Who's that?
Story of my life advocate.
Oh, that's Advocate. I don't know the handles.
Yeah, that's an advocate for education.
Look at how many pens we could be selling right now.
Oh my God, he wants to sell
It
some
keeps
freaking
growing
pens.
and growing and growing. Well, we're very entertaining guys.
I mean, they should buy a pen.
Is there anything wrong with selling a pen
I don't
for
have
$2
I
for
don't
crying
have
out
a,
loud?
but I don't have a shopping cart set up for
You
them
know
to
what?
buy it.
Seems like it should be a double-headed pen. They can decide if they want to write with the Ken or the Glenn side. No? Wow. Too soon for an innovative idea? Come on.
Oh my God!
What are you going to put? An
double-headed
eraser on the
pen.
other side?
No, it's got a clicker thing, so you can.
Think if
Well,
we
maybe put a pen
advertised
on.
and we just called it the double-headed Ken and Glenn and left it at that, and see how many we would sell.
Wow.
No,
Yeah, I think the Ken side needs an eraser.
So that was Kay Daly, ladies and gentlemen.
relax. He does it to me all the time.
I
Kay.
do.
Oh, here's my 17-year-old who's there. Miss Kay this week.
So do we look at this?
Oh.
Let's get to the questions.
I'm-
Come on.
17-year-old young man.
Look,
entrepreneur. Mike's the bomb.
I got $2. Drop the cat. Okay, so if you're on X, you can go to my profile. And at the top there is the Cash App thing. And go ahead if you send $2 plus 99 cents for shipping, I will get you a pen. So we forgot about shipping. I'm not shipping that shit for free, Glenn. And
no,
if you live
especially not
outside
times 3,627. So what do we sell it for? Because I want people to be happy, and mostly I want us to be happy.
I am happy.
Well, I mean, I'm happy too, but I want to have enough for us to open a yogurt shop. That's my definition of happiness.
Not a
Ken and
yogurt.
Glenn Yummy Yogurt.
We decided tonight after it's not yogurt.
Okay,
It's
cream-
custard.
Custard.
Yes.
Oh my God, is this company successful? I don't know why I'm making movies. That they have a freaking line around the block to buy yogurt on a Sunday night. How special is yogurt? I had never thought of yogurt as special, but apparently a lot of people do.
He goes, we're opening Ken and Glenn
Yummy yogurt.
Yummy yogurt shop. And he goes, I'm never doing another movie.
Okay.
Listen, if I can just sit at home and count money off of our yogurt shop, and that's my new career is counting money.
I'll
me
scoop
in, dude.
yogurt for y'all.
Huh?
I'll scoop yogurt for y'all.
See? Kate,
Look, we've already got our first employee.
she's coming from St.
And I can
Thomas.
tell right now from the honesty in Kay's eyes, she wouldn't even hit the till.
No, not
She
all.
wouldn't hit the till.
No, she would never do
And you know why? We'd pay her well enough so she felt valued and compensated.
Oh,
Hey.
honey, I'm an expensive hobby.
Look at this. Designed it like I got that. I'm an expensive hobby. I like that. Look what Gary Schill says. Designed it like the multicolored pen with the push down to choose
Yes.
your flavor.
Oh,
Remember that?
Okay, Gary's in charge of all marketing.
wow. Good job, Gary.
Yeah. I was
Wow,
thinking the
look,
same
we're at
thing.
3,600. Look at that. And it's all on X. And then a
And then
couple
4
here.
people are watching on Facebook. That's
One.
great. Oh,
One.
It's
Hey,
past their
Facebook, you
bedtime,
suck.
man.
What?
On Facebook, it's past the bedtime.
Oh, are they not night owls?
No.
Oh boy, have I just been wasting
Yeah.
my time because I am a big time night owl.
she,
So am I.
she may hit. Oh my God.
Check your phone, says Basic
Yeah.
Beach.
Check your phone.
May hit Ken? I'm not going to hit Ken.
Oh my God.
What is
She is a nut job.
Someone needs to take the I out of penis. We're selling pens, guys, pens.
Look,
Someone just asked
Oh
if
my-
we were going to sell penises.
what?
Pens.
Not today.
Look,
What?
look.
Read it to me. I don't have my glasses on.
Brittany. Well, I shouldn't say.
Oh,
her
it's a
name.
Cash App?
Yes, for $5 for the pen.
All
and
right, so
shipping.
it wasn't a total waste tonight. We did a $5 show.
It's profit.
We got at least a $5 backdrop going on behind us.
Oh my God.
Isn't social media wonderful? What about Gary?
Oh my God.
Gary says, I own 4 of those penises. What? What? What is going on?
Where are you seeing penises?
Someone
I
wanted
think you need your
to buy a
glasses.
Ken and Glenn penis back there a little while ago.
The double-headed one?
Maybe it's
Oh,
because I'm not
my.
wearing my glasses. Maybe it only said pins. I thought
Oh
thought
my
they wanted-
God.
it might be a better idea if we did it the other way.
Oh my
okay.
God. Oh, look, there's Eric B. Flanoid.
We love me some Eric.
Eric Debrada.
No, we love us some Eric.
Oh,
Eric's a cool
look.
dude.
K is my hero. What is the story with the whisper? What is
Paying attention to that voice within you and valuing its infinite wisdom.
Okay.
Knowing to take its advice.
So, Glenn, I know you don't want to, but I'm gonna. I mean, it's
Cut me off.
either you do what I'm getting ready to ask, or I put you in a headlock
Oh, this could be
live,
good.
live
I'll
in
sell
front
tickets to
of
this.
in front of 3,730.
Well, let them know if we go up in viewership. If we hit 4,000, then I'm going to tell a story because I know you're going to ask for some story.
No,
Okay.
I want okay. Here's what I go ahead, Kay. Go ahead.
Everybody share the space out right now. So we hit
Please.
4,000. So Gary gets to tell his story because I like story time.
We only have 261 people that we need to acquire.
So, would you please tell everybody about the 4 rooms?
I will. Is everyone prepared for a gear shift to write down something that would be life changing for you?
This is life changing.
How many of you can handle a mid comedy show? I'm learning to speak the language. A mid comedy show piece of seriousness that is life changing.
It
I'll
is
take it.
life changing. I'm going to.
Okay, we don't need as many more viewers now. We just jumped 15 viewers just with that one comment. This is
There you go.
exciting. This is like doing a telethon a little bit.
Look. All right, Kay, reset the space.
I'm
would
not
you
going to tell the
please?
story until we hit 4,000 viewers.
Kay is going to reset. Go ahead.
There
Kay.
we go. Look, 752. We only have 248 to go.
Okay, guys, we need you to share out the space to your friends, to your enemies, to those who
To
don't
your
really like
enemies.
Ken all that much. Go ahead and share it with them because they might want to come in and say something fun. So share it out on X, share it out on Facebook, share it out on any social platform. Give the link and come on back because Glenn has got a story for us. It's story time with Glenn and Ken.
Oh, wow.
Mm,
You did good. We're up to 3761.
Yeah.
51. What are we?
3761.
61. I'm telling you, we hit 4,000. I'm going to tell the story.
Okay,
Oh,
but
Mama
you're
gives
gonna
you a story.
still
Should
do
I
the.
start? There we go. We're jumping 3 more viewers. Okay.
All right. Here we
So
go.
we're just going to wait here 20 minutes with no conversation at all.
No talking.
And we're going to wait.
No.
We're
Well,
going
that
to
won't
wait.
be fun.
Ken, it's in my Hollywood book. Play hard to get.
Look, jeez. If I had the Ken and Glenn pen, I could
I
have
would have
taken.
taken notes.
Oh my god. The
All right.
pressure.
You want me to go ahead?
Youthful.
Maybe if I
and
start
fun.
the story
Yes.
and when people realize
It's
the-
life changing.
the power packed punch that is contained, then we'll see viewership soar. All
I
right?
mean, 3,774 happens to be the largest number that I've ever had on a live stream. But
all right.
now I know you're used to an audience of many tens of millions at one.
No, we only averaged about 4 million a week, 4.5 million
Only.
on the resident. Well, we did better than that on 24. We did,
What'd you do?
but a
What'd you
lot.
Like, what was it?
Like a lot.
You're not going to tell me?
I don't know, 8 million.
He said, 8 or 9 million.
In the old days, it would be like 35 million. But then when we got rid of the just the basic 3 networks plus the 4th one.
Oh, yeah.
But when we went to, I'm going way back in the day, back when Dukes of Hazzard was on CBS in its infancy. It would not be uncommon to have 25 million people watching your show.
Look
'cause
at
they
that.
only had 4 networks. Look, we're jumping.
Can you read that? Those of us at American X Live Network admire all the work you do.
Oh, how sweet is that? Well, thank you.
And look, we've got the pub chat crew, which I'm in the pub chat every single week. Freaking love it.
Thank you. I
So-
appreciate that.
so-
That's very sweet. Hey, do you have one of those gum things that you used to keep around?
No, I don't.
You don't.
I'm
That's
sorry.
disappointing. No,
I
you
have
always-
jelly beans.
I'll have one. We're in the high dollar studio here.
Have a jelly bean.
I haven't had a jelly bean since the Carter administration. I haven't.
I thought you did only M&Ms there, Ken.
I do jelly beans too.
Okay, good.
All right.
It's very Reagan of you.
No,
I know.
I'm going to get a head start on this share because I believe that we will increase the viewership
Look.
as we are right now. Thank you for sharing this out.
Okay, Kay, I'm going to give him full screen.
Go for it.
That's so he can vape. Right?
No,
And that's
it's
the
so you
primary
have
reason?
full screen.
Okay. Does it help if I look right into the camera? I think so. It makes it.
I don't know. I mean, I could call my actor buddy and ask him.
Yeah. No. What he would tell you is no. The actor in me would tell you to look just off camera, right over here. But
There you go. Then do that.
no, that's for movies. This is a personal touch.
Jeez.
Look, while I was saying that, we went up 10 viewers.
Look, if you eat one of Ken's jelly beans, you will be speaking Latin all night in 15 minutes.
Let me tell you, it's already happened. He's already I already eat the jelly beans, and I sounded like this. I don't know why, but it's very important for me to do this today.
Non
So-
te preocupes.
No, here's the deal. There are four types of human beings. Actually, my dad told me that there were three. I think there are four, but let me tell you Dad's version. He said, son, and he sounded just like this. He's a good old Texas boy. He said, son, it's part of my responsibility as your dad to make sure you don't go out into the world like a knucklehead. So I'm going to give you a basic piece of information. It's going to be life-changing. There are only three kinds of people in the world: those who can count and those who can't.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right, so that was from Dad. Now let me get
Can you tell him just real quick, and then I want you to get serious with the and by the way, the 4 rooms thing that he's going to talk about, it's very serious. It's like it's
it better be, because I've been invited to
So-
write a chapter on it in the Network Effect.
right. That's
Wow.
Yes.
That's our book right there.
It's going to be a #1 bestseller, and any of y'all that aren't writing a chapter, it's only $1,500 to be in a book with him and me. Come on with it. We only
Or-
have 4 spots left,
$1,500 or
or
750 pence.
seven.
You can pay off.
750.
You can pay off being in our book if you just send in 750 pence.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
All right.
Tell him your father's
But
last
we are
words.
so close.
Okay, tell him your dad's last words.
Did I tell you I was in the room when he died?
Yes.
He motioned me over, and I thought, oh my God, this is going to be it. Because he was starting to change color. And I leaned down, and he whispered into my ear, "You're stepping on my air hose." Not overly profound, but it's certainly attention getting. I'll tell you that much. I'm waiting for Kay to grab a
Oh
breath.
my God.
Okay, so now look, we're so close to 4,000 viewers
We are. God, it's
that
so
I'm going to
close.
share the story without further ado.
That's what she said.
All right.
Go ahead.
So I will be speaking about this in front of 1,000 people this weekend in Atlanta at the National Voiceover Conference. And that will be a live audience, which is really cool. And I am writing a chapter about it. And it is called The 4 Rooms of Expectancy. If you want to write that down do we have an audience, Ken, that
Yes.
will actually write things down?
Yep.
Cool.
I'll be right back.
So I'm going to make you a serious promise while Ken goes to the potty. And that is that I have the whole studio to myself, which is really foolish because I have no idea how to operate the equipment. But it's called The 4 Rooms of Expectancy. And this visitation came to me in the shower of all places. There's no punchline for this. I'm really serious. How many of you, by show of hands, or you can drop a 1, have been known to receive information when you're in the shower? As in the form of a whisper. You have an idea, you have a thought, you have an epiphany. They do seem to appear quite common when I'm speaking to large groups of people. I travel extensively as an inspirational speaker. I will ask people, how many of you get these instinctual knowings, these knowingnesses while you're in the shower? So mine came into visit me in that modality. And as a result, I had someone buy me a Christmas gift, which was a writing pad that was waterproof that I could hang on the wall of my shower. Hand to God. Beautiful gift. Because I so often get these epiphanies. And so now I can just write without having to stop the shower and dry off and go and write down. So here it is. Room 1, and we made it to almost 3,900, which is great. Room 1 is the room of impossibility. Impossibility. And their theme word in room 1 is the word no. They say no to all things. Well, what if I no? Well, couldn't we? No. Well, I had always hoped that no. Well, it seems that no, right? So that word no is already locked and loaded and is awaiting its opportunity to veto anything you could dream up. Sadly, it's a heavily populated room. And whether you're doing that to yourself or you are making allowances for people in your life that will veto all good things with the word no. Well, I'd always dreamed of moving. No. Well, what if we opened a theater in Cincinnati? No. So that's room one. The theme word is no. And it's known as the room of impossibility. I love how Ken tried to sneak behind me,
I tried.
like he's a little ballerina
I
or something.
tried.
Room two is possibility. Possibility, where the theme word is maybe. That is known as the room of neutrality. I'm not reading from notes. This is all here in my noggin. Room two is possibility. Theme word is maybe, and it's the room of neutrality, meaning that that mindset, that consciousness, if you will, is neither leaning forward nor backward. It is neither for you nor against you, and it is the birthplace of listening. I'll give you time to write that down, the birthplace of listening. And I think you would agree with me, because it's a logical conclusion, that there is a difference between no and maybe. And people who are involved with sales all over the world know that they can work a lot more with a maybe customer than they can with a no customer, right? So maybe at least we've got a shot. Now we move to the room three prototype. And the room three prototype is probability, where their theme word is likely. And this is the birthplace of optimism, right? So they see things as likely. So we've gone all the way from impossibility, theme word no, to possibility, theme word maybe, birthplace of listening, to room three, probability, theme word likely, birthplace of optimism, to the fourth and final room, which is inevitability. Look at that. We're almost hitting 4,000. I want to hit 4,000 viewers by the time I wrap up on the fourth and final room, which is inevitability. And it's not a long-winded discussion. It's just identifying four specific, predictable, prototypical types. And this explains why certain relationships not only don't work, but why they never will work. And we'll get to that in a minute. So room four in that progression of impossibility to possibility to probability, and now finally to inevitability, where the theme word, not so surprisingly, comes full circle and upgrades from no all the way to yes. And it is the birthplace of everything, meaning everything is possible in the mindset of someone who holds inevitability as their consciousness. So they work from yes and then take steps backward to the present moment. They see the inevitable result as being favorable. Yes is the outcome. We're doing this. Not we're hoping it, not we're wishing it, not we're trying it. We're doing this. The answer is yes. And then we walk it back to this present moment and take a look at how we're behaving in this moment and look at the ingredients that we've gathered to throw into our recipe to create this concoction called whatever it is. And we make sure that we only use the ingredients that are congruent with that outcome, meaning the recipe is honed and refined. I don't know if you've ever taken time to go to a Betty Crocker cookbook, but if you ever have and you follow the instructions, right, for whatever the dish is, doesn't matter if it says Betty Crocker's chicken fried steak, and you look into it and you use the ingredients and you use the portions. So that's the other thing. You don't just get to use the ingredients, you use the portions that are suggested. You will always and only get the outcome that Betty says you will get. It's the nature of a cookbook. So when you start thinking of success, successes themselves are found in a cookbook. You use the ingredients involved and you use the portions. And here's the bigger thing. It's more about what you don't use than what you do use. Meaning somebody says, well, I use this and I use this and I use this. Yes, that's true. You did. However, I noticed that you also used this. I wrote a chapter about it in a book many years ago. The chapter was called The Milk in Your Margarita, right? So the reason there is if you say, how do you make a margarita? And someone says, well, tequila and sweet and sour and maybe some Grand Marnier if you want a gold Cadillac margarita, right? You have some salt on the rim if you like that. You have ice if you like that. You have it crushed or you have it on the rocks, however you like it. And then you're also going to need a bartender, which is the person who assembles it. And that bartender may be you, but you're going to need someone to put the ingredients together because they're not going to go purchase themselves at the store and assemble themselves. They're not going to self-blend. You're going to have to be the person who mixes them all. You're going to need a blender. You're going to also need a glass. Otherwise, what are you going to do? Go around and pour it into people's hands when they're holding their hands open? So you need a glass to serve it correctly for consumption. Now, all of this is starting to sound a little silly, but it's not silly at all. It's really a true story about your ability to manifest whatever result you want in your life. And then I always say, so I'm still waiting for that one more ingredient. I haven't heard it. And the audience is shouting out ingredients live. And then nobody ever gets it. And so I go to the board and in big letters, I write M-I-L-K, milk. And then I turn around and here's what's funny. Not only do they have a surprised look on their face, but they actually look a little bit sick. This is the look, Ken, I'm trying to show you. This is the milk, this is the milk face. And I want to tell you, the reason they look this way is it's because how milk, when it mixes with sweet and sour, would
Right.
taste. So when you suggest that you would throw milk into a margarita, invariably people are like, milk? So stop and think. Here's the metaphor. What is the milk in the margarita of your life?
Mm.
That was nice. You gave me a little, it's true. What is the milk in your margarita? What's that one thing in your life that you hold on to and by God, you insist that it be a part of everything you do and it's not helping? It's not helping your life. In fact, you know it's hurting your life. You know it's in the way, but you've always made room for it. There's an old saying many years ago that wise gardeners don't make room for weeds in their garden. Right? So what is it that's the weed in your garden? What is the milk in your margarita? So if we use the portions that are part of a recipe and we don't allow any other ingredient that does not belong there, which counteracts the recipe's ability to show up the way it was promised to show up by Betty Crocker herself or anyone else who wants to create a modern day recipe book that isn't about creating recipes for food, but rather recipes for success. Anything you want to have in your life is entirely doable. That is a room 4 perspective. That's what room 4 sounds like coming from inevitability. You get rid of words like hope, wish, and want. You don't have to do that. I'll tell you something else you don't have to do. You don't have to pursue anything. So many people will say, pursue your dream. When I was 18 years old, I left Texas. And I remember a whole lot of good old boys like, hey, Glenn. I thought my name was 2 syllables growing up, Glenn. I had to get out to California because before I learned it was Glenn, right? So, hey, Glenn, you going out there to Hollywood? You going to pursue a career? And I said, no, I'm going there to have one. And I wasn't arrogant. I was just clear. When I was 18 years old, I knew exactly what I was going to do with my life. I knew that. And so when I headed to Los Angeles, it was not to pursue a career. It was to have one. What is the other sound that we're getting? What is that other feedback?
It's Kay has something going on.
Oh,
I
Kay's got-
muted it. I muted it.
Okay.
We lost our ocean sound though.
So, well, let's replace it with a lake sound, a soothing lake sound.
I
And
can't.
maybe, how about the sounds of somebody putting some sort of Hawaiian tropic product on somebody's back? Like that's sunbathing out there on the side of the water. Is there?
I don't have.
So
I don't.
look at this. We are only 16 viewers shy, so we almost got to 4,000 just with that story.
That's crazy.
So again, for your review, room 1 is the room of impossibility where the theme word is no. And that is the birthplace of nothing because all ideas are aborted in that room. Room 2, we move into possibility, which is the room of neutrality. Their theme word is maybe, right? And that is the birthplace of listening. It says, I'm listening. Tell me more. I'm neither for you nor against you, but you certainly have my attention. So cough it up. Tell me more. And then we move to room 3, probability, theme word likely, and that is the birthplace of optimism. And they are, in fact, leaning forward. They're not in neutrality anymore. They are on team you. I'm with you. Let's go. Let's dance. And then room 4, inevitability, where the theme word is simply a profound and resounding yes. And it is the birthplace of everything. So in closing, a room 4 can hang out with a room 3, but not a room 2. A room 2 can hang out with a room 1 or a room 3, but not a room 4. A room 1 can only hang out with a room 2. but it can't hang out with a 3 or a 4 because all of those are one doorknob away as you align these rooms in consciousness side by side. So this explains when you look at someone and you hear their language, this is not about judging people. When you hear the language they use, and even more revealing than the language, this is what I will be talking about on stage this Friday in Atlanta. Even more than the language is the tonality. We hit 4,000. There it is.
Oh,
So, and right as we're winding up, which is cool, when you speak from room 4, you've decided that it's a yes. And now we simply do what we have to do, but we already have the end in mind. We've already decided we're doing this, right? They don't go out and try to build a building. Whenever they erect a high rise, that is done with room 4 consciousness, where they have the blueprint, they have the vision, they go out and get the crew, the materials, the land, all the machinery that it takes, and they have everything in place. And they know that all of these ingredients, plus the correct portions, plus the correct amount of time, because these results cannot be microwaved. You know, you don't erect a high rise overnight. So they give you whatever the building time frame is. Maybe it's a year, maybe it's 2 or 3 years, depending on how tall the structure is. But they just say all of these ingredients plus manpower, plus human power, not just men and women, everyone that's working on the building, plus human power, ingredients plus power plus time equal outcome. Boom, there it is, a high rise. But the high rise didn't build itself. It was done via a recipe. And whatever thing you dream of, I'm here to promise you tonight, those dreams are eminently havable. You don't have to pursue anything. Not to mention that when you do pursue something, let me ask you a question. Have you ever called someone on a Saturday night and said, hey, you know, I'm not doing anything tonight. Would you like to pursue dinner? I'll bet you've never done that. I'll bet you instead what you said is, would you like to have dinner? Would you like to have dinner? Why did you use the word have instead of pursue? You used have instead of pursue because of the estimated havability of dinner, which is right at 100%. In your mind, you have 100% decided, I'm having dinner. Why? Because I'm hungry and I have the urge to eat. So you're going to have dinner. But for some reason, you don't use that same power of the mind in connection with your dreams. Why not? Your dreams are eminently havable, just like dinner is, and it has everything to do with your projection of consciousness that you surround your dreams with. Not to mention the fact that, frankly, if you're going to use the word pursue, that would suggest that something is running away from you, hence the expression police pursuit, right? Which your dreams are not. Your dreams have never, ever been running away from you. Your dreams are right here now. They are eminently accessible, but only for the people who see that to be the way it actually is. I hope that helped. It's not a big, long lesson, but it is eminently valuable and life-changing, frankly.
Kay, you're muted, by the way. Kay, you're muted. You can unmute yourself, I believe.
Look, that took her up into the clouds where her hair is going wild. God, I wish my hair could do that.
Kay, I just sent
Thank
you.
you.
There you go.
There you go.
There
I
you
know
go.
it's a little windy out here tonight.
It looks windy. Isn't that beautiful? You guys, is that freaking unbelievable? So
Thank you, McGenna. McGenna wanted to hear that tonight.
Oh, that's awesome. I came in for the laughs and ended up hearing advice that matches perfectly with what I've been going through this weekend. Honestly, all jokes aside, thanks. I needed to hear that.
I get more feedback on the 4 rooms of expectancy than anything. So it's really called, where is your dial of expectancy? Where is it set? I hope it's set very high, right? And really learn to expect good things. You don't have to sit around and hope for them. Expect good things to come your way.
Amazing. So amazing.
And we're just sitting up here in the wheelhouse of our houseboat, aren't we, Ken? Just looking
We
out
are.
on the sunbathers off the bow. It's beautiful out there. You know, I just don't have that many copper tone moments in my life.
Oh my
You
God.
can have more, Glenn.
Yeah. The sun really loves people like me.
Well, look at Kay. She's got, what color is your hair?
Good question. Ask me tomorrow after my hair appointment. It may be something totally different.
Oh, look at her hair though. How beautiful is
I
her hair?
know it's blowing every which way. You should see my daughter's hair, ringlet curls.
Nice.
Well, it's beautiful.
Of course, she blames me when I was a young mother. Didn't know you're not supposed to brush out curly hair.
I got to tell you, this has been a fun outing. You know, we
Yeah.
sat down to work on a PowerPoint presentation for Friday, and
And you end up with me.
we're a little behind schedule.
We are a little behind the schedule.
We
I
should
am
probably say goodnight.
Yeah,
Ken.
we
do
got
you have something profound that you want to share?
Or profane.
no,
Or profane.
No,
Isn't that interesting how profound and profane are so similar in terms
Right.
of pronunciation, but they have two very distinctly different meanings? That's
They
wild.
really do. They really do.
We
No,
can have
there's
a
an
great
old guy
discussion
fishing
about
off
the
the back
origin
of
of
our
words.
What'd you say, Kay?
We can have a great discussion about the origin of words.
Don't sign off without
love
me.
the study of words.
I'll be right back.
Are you going somewhere?
He's leaving us, Ken. He's had enough of us.
Oh, he'll be right back. He'll be right back.
He's had enough of us.
So, Kay, it's so good to
It's
see
my
you.
darling.
So good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's good to be
Glenn,
seen.
Glenn is pretty amazing, isn't he?
One of my favorites.
He's amazing.
I got into, noticing the incredible work that actors like he do. For any number of reasons, but he just played the crap out of that role in 24.
He did. He did.
I'm just all about it. Big fan. Big fan. But he, what can I tell you? It's gone sideways. I'd also love to know his thoughts on Kiefer Sutherland.
He has some amazing thoughts on Kiefer, and when he returns, we'll ask him to share those. Gary, it's great to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, thank you for being here. So, wow, I cannot believe we have 4,082 people watching live.
He can tell a story all over again.
Yeah. Well, he has a lot of unbelievable stories, for real. McGinna, good to see you. The 4 Rooms of Expectancy. That's the chapter that Glenn is writing in this new book, The Network Effect. And you too could have a chapter in this book.
And
We have 4 left, 4 spots left. We have 14 authors that are already in the book, 4 spots left. 24 was amazing. I mean, it was absolutely amazing.
It was genius.
It was genius.
It was genius. I mean, they don't write like that as much anymore. You have to look. I mean,
They don't ride like that anymore.
no, they don't. No, they don't. I was shocked that my friend got his book Manhunt published first,
That's
and
crazy.
second that Apple actually made it.
Have you seen it?
Oh yes.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, James Swanson is a longtime friend of mine. He took 10 years to write that book. We worked on Judges together, and then
Wow.
he wrote this book, and I was like, great book, read the book, loved anything about Lincoln, and then saw the show, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
he just did an amazing job.
Yeah, it's a great show.
It was such a
I-
critical role too.
Yeah. It's incredible. And the way Glenn enters Manhunt is really funny, actually.
You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Yeah.
There he is. He's back. Hold on. Let me go back to our wide shot.
Yeah.
There he is.
Ask him my question.
All right. She has a question for you.
Oh, you're gonna make me ask it.
I am. Look, people love
All right,
24.
I'm a big Kiefer Sutherland fan. What was Kiefer like in real life?
The most generous guy I've ever known.
Wow.
Generous.
So it's real. The reputation is real.
Well, is that his reputation? I'm here to tell you he's truly generous.
Oh,
Look at Daryl Goldberg came to see us.
Daryl.
And
I
please
will
join us.
I will join. I mean, assuming that I can, but yes, I will.
Well, I got him out here to Lake Havasu, Daryl. Look at this.
I can't get him to the island, Daryl. I doubt I could get him to my kids' graduations.
I'll bet you I'll come to that island, Kay. St. Thomas, right? Not St.
Yes.
Why do I keep thinking St. John's? What the hell's wrong with me? It's
Oh,
St.
smaller.
Thomas. Yeah.
Ritzier,
You guys have how many acres?
67.
67 acres. Because one definitely isn't enough.
No, and California surfer chick that I am, I didn't want one of the houses that was in the hills. I don't want to look at the water. I want to be in the water. And I
Yeah.
don't want to drive to the water. So it's right back here. Water's right back there.
See, the water's like right over your shoulder.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
It's
We
beautiful.
have 2 bays, and this is the one with the main house on it.
And you have a beach down there, right? Oh, you have 2 beaches. Because, whoa.
I'm getting balloons. That's very exciting. I love balloons.
What do you have to do to get balloons?
You have to
I'm
do
getting-
this to get balloons?
You just
The
hold
things I
2
learned.
fingers up and you get
Oh my
balloons.
Do
god,
it.
I have no clue.
Do it.
Okay, is something like really dirty gonna happen if I make an obscene gesture?
Whoa, what's this thing doing? I don't want it.
It's probably severing us.
I was trying, I don't know what it was doing. You can,
Daryl, I'm in. You know that. I'm in.
yes, Daryl. I mean, I'd love to. I'd love to do it. I was a bit disappointed I wasn't invited the last time.
By the way, I have a limerick here from the last graduation that Ken performed at, and I'm going to read you the limerick that Ken gave to the students.
Oh, good.
And then he was never asked back to this particular university again. But it says here, there once was a fellow named Dave who kept a dead whore in a cave. When people asked why, he would simply reply, hey, think of the money I save. So that was Ken's words to the students, and I don't really get it. I don't understand the logic of that.
You aren't
but-
invited to my kids' graduation there, Ken. I got 2 graduating this year. No.
Oh my God.
Big no.
I have one more. That was before Ken went foul, when he was far more polite and more conservative in his earlier days.
Then he met me. and,
He
you know,
wrote this one.
Went to
I
hell in a
did.
handbasket.
He wrote this one. There once was a fellow from Natchez whose clothes were mere stitches and patches. When people asked why, he would simply reply, man, when I itches, I scratches. Okay. Let's say goodnight, Ken.
Good night, Ken.
Good night, Glenn. Love from Salina, Texas. I'm sorry,
What?
Prosper,
Prosper.
Texas.
Salina
Happy.
is,
And Kay, it was a pleasure.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yes,
Oh,
happy
yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
yeah, almost.
Pleasure. Kay, nice to meet you, dear.
Good to meet you too, Glenn. We're gonna have to continue this at some point.
We will do it. And we will do it on
Oh,
X because we got a lot of viewers tonight.
4,158 right now, to be exact. Okay, who is this again? This is
That's Advocate. That's Alex.
Advocate.
Look at this.
Advocate.
Read that out loud, Ken.
I didn't know how much I needed to laugh and forget about the seriousness of life until I joined in to watch the 3 of you. That is so sweet.
Ooh, how sweet it is.
That's so nice, Advocate.
Thank you, Alex.
Oh, that's so sweet. Darlene, who's a longtime friend of mine and viewer from the great state of Florida. Love you,
I know Darlene.
I know you do. I know.
I will be in Florida in April.
You're
Speaking on
speaking.
stage. I am indeed on stage in Orlando.
Glenn is speaking at a lot of events. By the way, to all you event planners and people who need
Pens. Who
unbelievable
need pens?
speakers at your events, Glenn's buying pens from me and bringing them to his speaking engagements. So if you need a speaker, we are
Point to
available.
yourself too, dude.
I said
we are
we
available,
are-
but you said a speaker as though
Well,
we were What's the word I'm looking for?
We're-
Siamese twins, conjoined. They don't say Siamese anymore. Conjoined twins.
Why don't they say Siamese?
Because it's not PC.
I
There's no
don't give
Siam.
a shit about that. So
Because there's no what? Siam?
No Siam.
Well, there it is.
what?
There you go.
Where are you going, Kay?
We announced that the show was over. A lot of times people will leave when you do that.
I'm grabbing something that the cats.
Listen to that ocean sound.
I know.
It's so
Sorry.
peaceful.
Thanks for that show you just gave us there, Kay.
Sorry.
Hey, Kay, it looks like the side of your house there is a ship, and we can hear the ocean and feel the wind and see the wind on your hair and all that. It would be so cool if while you were just there, you just threw shit overboard. And if you threw it to your right, it looks like you're throwing shit overboard. And you could have
Oh my
a
God.
splash sound, a splash sound effect. Whenever you don't like something, there it goes. Watch. Splash. Splash. See, there it is.
Oh my God, that is so freaking
I'm not going to name the
funny.
person, but someone gave me an autographed copy of a book I didn't
Look.
want and didn't ask for. Ask Ken what I did to that book.
Oh my God.
Ask Ken what I did to
This
that
was
book
the
in a live
funniest shit I've ever
a
seen.
live presentation. Someone insisted that I have their book. They
Can I say who
autographed
it
it.
was?
No, don't do it.
Well, you did it on the live.
That was then, and they missed it. So as they say in Russia, tough shitsky. Anyway, I took the book and I told him, I sent him a private text. I said, I'm going to burn this book. I'm going to burn it live. And I walked over to my fireplace and I tore it out one page at a time and I lit the book on fire.
He did.
You didn't want the book.
He thought it was
I didn't
so.
ask for the book, and I didn't want the book, and I didn't like the person who gave me the book. And he had just screwed me over in business, and now he thought he'd cover it with an autograph book. How arrogant do you have to be? Oh, I'll bet you came by for my autographed book. That must be why you came by. No, I came by to discuss the fact that you're an idiot.
Look, Advocate wants us to come up to Ma. I don't know where.
That's Massachusetts.
Oh. Okay, I knew that. And I'd love
Or
to
it's come over to her mother's house. I don't know. What
come.
come up to Ma and say what to her?
I'd love to put an event together with you both and Kay.
Look at that, how easy it is to just right there. You know, we're in Framingham, Boston, like
There you
like
go.
that.
But
Maybe they'll
Woodward.
put us on WVBF.
what's that?
Ask her if she knows what WVBF is. I bet she will.
WVBF. Do you know Advocate? That's her name's Advocate, but it's showing up as AAEDINDOC. Hey, you're hogging the camera, dude.
I was just trying to cuddle up with you. A
He's
little
an
bit.
actor.
I was trying to cuddle up with you a little bit.
We have
I'm
several
just
in
playing.
Washington.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Those
did I
are.
say that?
So wait, WVBF. Did we get a comment about that?
Look, Buckster said, "I will be there. I'm a masshole." Buckster,
Ask Buckster if he knows what WVBF is.
do you know what WV? You can ask him. He's like he. Hey,
It's
Bucks.
a radio station in Framingham.
Really?
WVBF.
WVBF.
Oh, you did that beautifully.
Thank you. I'm channeling my inner Scott McKay.
And now WVBF with our new hit, Get Your Tongue Out of My Mouth Because I'm Kissing You Goodbye.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
She's on the north.
See,
north
look, Buckster
shore.
says yes. Buckster knows WVBF.
She's on the North Shore.
on the North Shore.
What's that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Well, there's the South Shore. And if
And
you
she
look
has to
north
get in
from
the
there,
car.
if you look
Go
for
around
north
the-
from there, you'll see it every time.
I
You gotta
can't.
get in the car, go around the park and find it.
Listen to Kay.
I know. She's.
You can't get
professionally-
enough of Kay.
She is a professional.
I'm addictive.
She occupies space very well.
She really does. She does.
Are you
I'm
saying
on the
I'm
North
fat?
Shore. What'd you say?
Are you saying I'm fat, Glenn? Occupying space.
No, occupying space very well. A lot of people don't occupy space very well. You occupy it beautifully.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
You really do, Kay.
You're a
You're
professional
amazing.
in the business. I like
Well,
that.
you know, presence. It all comes down to presence. If you got presence, then
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
See, this is why I left Hollywood. That's why I left.
What is why you left?
There were okay. I didn't meet very many people who didn't have a shrink, were in rehab or going to it, a divorce lawyer or two, and I just thought, you know,
Or two.
these people are not doing life the way I want to do it. So
All
I
right,
decided
well,
to
that's
get into
legit.
life.
I don't do any of those things.
Exactly.
But I also
You're one
don't
of the
live
few.
in Hollywood anymore. But I lived there a long time. My wife and I were in
Yeah.
LA for 35.
He just didn't. You didn't fall into the traps.
I wasn't in those things because I know who I am and I'm not looking.
Thank
to,
God. A lot of people don't when they come out to Hollywood at first, and they get caught up in it.
No, I know who I am and I know what I believe and I know what my values are. So we're in good shape. And then I was blessed with meeting Ken. Come on.
Right.
Oh, exactly.
How lucky am I?
I probably could have stayed there and things would have been fine, but what can I tell
You
you? I
know,
just
Honey, things would
Took a
be
wrong
fine
turn.
wherever you were.
took a wrong turn where I was. I am a Marlboro graduate, though. I did go to
Meaning
Marlboro.
What's that?
the cigarette you're smoking?
No, it's it is an all-girls private school in Hancock Park.
It's called Marlboro?
OUGH.
Ah, now it became fancy with the OUGH.
Oh.
Like, not the cigarette. Not the
Not the
cigarette.
cigarette.
Not the cigarette. We teach our people proper English here.
But of course,
Put your
It depends on
cigarettes
what
away
hobby
and let's
you're
play
from.
ball.
do you hold your pinky up when you drink your tea or not?
Do they teach you that in class?
But of course.
That's like the Mike Myers way to have a tea.
Oh,
It is,
Let's hear.
but
Let's see your
always
impression. You want to hear the greatest impression ever?
I was going to
Kay?
say something far worse, but I didn't.
Would you like to hear the greatest impression of Mike Myers?
Yes.
My brother Ken Walls does not do a good one. He does a great one. And listen to this. The line for
you
Ken
gotta
tonight.
give me something.
I'm going to give you the
okay.
line for Ken tonight is, how about no? Ready? He's going to channel Mike Myers. The line is, how about no?
But you have to give me a reason to say it.
All right. Ken, why don't we extend this broadcast tonight and do 5 hours?
How about no?
Oh, that's good.
How good was that?
Mini-Me, stop humping the laser. Why don't you and the frickin' laser get a room?
Go ahead. Say, how about no? Let me-
How about no?
All right, we got to get to work.
Okay. We're
Hey,
going
love you, kids. Thanks for spending some time with us
Thank
tonight.
you all. Thank you. Kay, love you. Thank you.
We started out with one viewer, and that was your child. And then Kay came on, and now we're at 4,285 people as we say goodnight. Hey, have a terrific week. And above all, as I always say, make good choices. This is from Ken and Glenn. Make good choices, choices you're proud of, and choices that create a better you. Have a great week.
Amen. Oh, look at this. Look.
If you can't be good,
Be good at it.
bad.
Oh, be
Be
bad.
bad.
I haven't heard that version.
That's the Mama Pug Chat tagline.
That's
Monday,
awesome.
Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
That's right. Pub chat.
Nice. You know, I would invite them to come to class, but it would overload the Zoom.
You would.
Do you think?
Oh, yeah.
What am I maxed at? Like, I think 100.
Yeah, but I can help you. All right. So, anybody, so I'll just throw this out. I can handle this.
Sure.
All right. So, Glenn has an acting class that he teaches online. He's had this school for many years. He teaches actors all over the world. There are hundreds of actors in his class, and he has Monday and Tuesday every week. He does classes. He does 4 classes, one in the morning on Monday, one in the evening on Monday. So it goes from late morning to mid afternoon, and then he does a second class in the evening to around midnight. And then he does the same exact thing on Tuesday. So he has 4 classes, and he will, if somebody wants to attend one of his classes, it's all on Zoom. They're all working actors, by the way, from all over the world. Anyone that would like to attend one for free, just one time to go in and what's it called? Audit
Yes, and they can do that
watch.
by going to glenmoreshower.com.
Yeah, go to Glenmore
Which Ken
Shower.
designed, by the way. Ken and his lovely wife, Jill, designed that website.
We did the website. So I'm going to type it in and scroll it across the bottom. Go to glenmoreshower.com, and Glenn will allow you to come in and attend for free once.
It's not case sensitive. You can type it in that way. That's cool.
Yeah, they can't click it anyway. You have to literally go.
So it is
physically
2
type
N's
it
in Glenn, MORSHOWER.
Yeah, more shower. Go check it out.
I got to go get some beauty sleep, Ken.
Okay.
And love you guys. And Kay, thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Kay. Thank you.
I got to meet one of my heroes. Thank you, Ken.
Oh, you're welcome. Glenn's the best. It's my best bud right there.
And
He
likewise,
is the best.
likewise, Mr. Ken Walls. He's with you all week. Tip your waitress. You guys have a great week.
All right. Hey, we'll see y'all later. Have a great night. Thank you, Kay.
You too.
Love you.
From beautiful Lake Havasu in California, it's the Ken and Glenn Show.